In case you guys were wondering, this podcast is rated M for mature, so please leave your children at home and put your headphones on for this one. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. No STDs included.
You know,
Absolutely nothing to talk about because stupid ass Joker decided let's do the podcast this week when we could have been doing it
stupid
the
shit
following week because we ain't
went
playing
from
shit.
speaker to
So we're gonna
fucking
spend time
headset.
yelling at each other. I hope people listen. We're gonna spend time yelling at each
Wait, what?
other. Oh, you didn't hear nothing I said? What the fuck?
No, I told you. I said hold on because this shit went from speaker to the fucking headset for whatever reason. All right. So, what's the title of this fucking show?
Sony coming back with 250,000 PS5s per week. What is the
Well,
situation?
we're not calling this
Go.
a gaming call podcast.
No, yeah, well, obviously, but you said that you wanted to know what we was talking about. What was the subjects?
Oh, okay. Gaming call podcast season 1 episode 6. Maybe so. No.
Yes, young lady. Yes.
All right.
Welcome to the show. Our
Channel.
first listener. We feel appreciative that you decided to join us while we mumble and
Wait,
come up
you
with
mumble away.
ideas.
Yep. All right. So
So,
Sony,
the first,
Microsoft. Uh huh.
what's my question was, what was going on with, like, fresh out the gate? I don't know if there's ever been issues like this, but then again, technology always has issues. So that's definitely something that's always gonna happen. So the Series X has been underperforming, and they have to like release patches for certain games, which is like it's been something that's been bothering me because it's like okay, the GPU wise, it's 2 times more powerful, 3 times,
Yeah.
but around CPU wise, they're somewhat similar in the same vein. I've just been confused at what the hell is going on with the devs because I can't say Microsoft. I can say what the hell is going on with the devs. Like, is this new that they figure it out? Because they lowered the resolution. Like they patched Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but they lowered the resolution on the Series X from the dynamic scaler. So instead of the
Yeah.
resolution being what it was before, which was over the PS5, the resolution was 1700, I think, 1764 or something. They lowered it to 1188p on a dynamic
Yeah.
scaler.
On the dynamic scale, yeah, they did that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it basically stunted the screen tear, which is okay. But the
Who said that? That's
PS5
what got
version, yeah, the PS5 version is still at 1440p, and it's actually performing a lot better than it was with minor screen tearing. But I'm trying to figure out like, are they, because once again, the other issue is that this is all new hardware, so I feel like developers are a lot happier working on hardware in a console, in a one system console that has things that even the PC doesn't have.
Yeah.
Like there's not a single PC yet that has an APU that's doing variable clock rates.
Mhm.
And I think they're gonna do that with the PC side of things. So like if you want like a laptop that has a ARM chip that can
Mhm.
go between 3.2 gigahertz and 4 gigahertz, that's going to be
Yeah.
something that comes out within the next 2 to 4 years.
Yeah.
Hell, it
Yeah.
might
Yeah.
even come out next year because a lot of people forget that even though we have COVID and stuff, happening all around the world, that the CES is still going to continue in January of
Yeah. Of course.
2021.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
That's true.
it'll be a digital CES, and CES actually starts the week of the 7th.
Mhm.
So it's
But it's still
literally
a,
the
yeah, it's
first
still a
week of
CES
January
nonetheless.
2021. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like so new TVs, new like we might even get a TV that's 10K now. Because every year there was a new K.
Yeah,
First
that's
we
true.
had 4K for like 6 years, and now
Yeah.
we have
Right.
8K. No, we
That
had
was like the last
6K.
2
No,
years.
actually that's a lie.
5K,
We we had
4K, 5K.
5K. We had 4K
Yeah.
for 4 or 5 years. Then we had
Mhm.
5K, which wasn't a lot of monitors. 5K monitors only came out with the LG stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And then all
then
the Macs.
they didn't have good refresh rates anyway.
Yeah.
And
Horrible.
then the next set you had was the next set was 6K monitors,
Yeah,
and
but
then
that
8K.
wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. But that whole situation has me thinking like, are the developers just happier to use the PS5 because of the new hardware and the new OS? I feel like if anything, Microsoft has a lot of time to correct that. But then
Hmm.
again, they really want to keep everyone within the family, and they're trying to do something. By the way, thank you for the 3 listeners joining us.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
I feel like Microsoft wants to do something along the lines of what Apple is doing, where Apple has the ecosystem, the Apple ecosystem.
Yeah.
And the sucky part about that is we all know how the Apple ecosystem is. It is a closed off and walled garden that is better for Apple products, hardware products.
Yeah. Oh, got a new message.
Yeah, there's already 8K cameras, but the human eye can only see 4K resolution.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty
that
much
is.
it.
This is true. Yep,
That is
this
true.
is true.
But I think the only way you'd be able to actually notice 8K, notice a difference, would be on a bigger screen.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
if you're watching something on a 4K monitor or a television, the proper distance, the proper viewing distance would be within the first 5 to 6, no, between the first 5 to 10 feet of you sitting in
yeah,
front of the television or
yeah,
the monitor. I mean, I think monitors are a little bit different just because you're already directly in front of it,
yeah.
so
But
you can
you have
actually
a yeah,
notice the
you have a different
detail.
color
Yeah,
gamut. You have a different color gamut on the monitors than you do on TV.
yeah.
So
And a little random off topic segue. I think for CES 2021, they're going to introduce new monitors. This is just a theory.
mhm.
This usually happens anyway, so it's not really a theory. It's more proven than not. They're going to introduce new monitors that fall in line with the two new consoles. They're going
Yeah,
to be monitors that have a refresh rate of 2550 by 1440 for 2K. And then they're
hmm,
going to have monitors that have um 30 what is it, 3860 by 3840 by 2160.
that's
And
4K.
those are all,
Yeah,
yeah, and those are all going to have 140 hertz refresh rates. And
well,
the
that'd
only
be
reason why
great.
I say 140 hertz, I know the new consoles don't go up to 140, but you don't want to cap it at 120 and it bottlenecks the actual screen.
Yeah,
So I feel
exactly.
like if anything, you're gonna have to have 144, or hell, they might even introduce a 134 or 136 hertz display that
Hmm.
can coincide with you being able to play like Dirt 5 on your Xbox Series X or your PlayStation 5. And for
Yeah,
those listening, I definitely would say when you decide if you're like a hardcore gamer, do not get the Series S. Don't get the Series S unless you want to mod it and be able to play PS2 games on it. But
yeah. PS2 games,
that's only if
emulators,
you
all
put
that.
it in dev mode. If you put it in
Yeah,
dev mode, just know the risk you're taking once you put it in dev mode. If you aren't a developer, people think, oh, yeah, I'm an armchair developer on Twitter. It's not the same thing as being an actual developer who studied code for years.
yeah,
Do
exactly.
not put that in dev mode and mess your system up because you can void the warranty.
But I am Lord. What warranty? Exactly. Now it's
Another thing is I was using a app called Pop Finder, and it's not actually an app. Probably on Android, it's definitely probably an app. But basically, Pop Finder, when you put the zip code in for whatever you're looking for, albeit a Series X or PlayStation 5, a lot of targets have been low key stocking PlayStation 5 systems, not the digital version, Some have the digital version. Most of them have the physical version. But if you're in the New York or tri-state area, check your local Target. Chances are, even though it might not appear within the Target app because the Target app is trash, don't rely on it.
Yeah.
It will still be in the store. Prime example,
Mm-hmm.
Joker. My Target has one Xbox Series X available to purchase right now as a walk-in, and they have 10 PlayStation 5 disc editions available for purchase as well.
Yeah.
So for
Look at
those
that.
who are like for the scalpers who are out there scalping stuff, I understand the hustle. But once you go beyond 15 systems, you're no longer in a hustle. You're trying to take away from actual gamers who want to be able to just play video games. Because at the current climate that we're in, we need something to play, and we need something to take us out of the the physical world and just immerse ourselves into something other than the problems that people are having
Mm-hmm.
on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
Here
Yeah.
come your Firecom team, Alvin. Jesus
I'm done with them
Christ.
already. They're not even my Firecom team anymore.
They definitely annoying as hell. Um, but yeah, check if you are in the tri-state area and you want to get a PlayStation 5 or Xbox for a loved one. Check your local Target. You can walk into the store and actually purchase a PS5. They limit it to one per household, so you won't
Yeah.
run into the issue of you will not run into the issue of, oh damn, I can't get an Xbox for my niece or my nephew or my son, or I can't get a PlayStation 5 for my niece or nephew or my son or your husband or your girlfriend. You can actually
Mm-hmm.
go into a Target at 7 a.m. tomorrow. They've had them for since Monday actually. But you can go into a Target and you can go to the electronics department and you may actually be able to purchase a gaming system right now.
Oh, man. Yeah.
You got mad quiet. I guess because I was quiet. So anyway,
Yeah.
yeah,
My bad. My bad. My bad. Fucking. I'm like signaling that I'm on the phone. Apparently, people still talk to me. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm on the
having a
fucking phone.
full blown conversation.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm on the phone, bro.
You think they really care? Anywho,
Yeah,
for
pretty
those
much.
of you listening, you can go tomorrow and you can actually go into a Target if you live in New York within the tri-state area, and you can pick up an Xbox Series X or a
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation 5 from Target. They
Yes.
are apparently restocking them low key so that way a lot of people are able to actually purchase one. If you have a husband, a boyfriend, a significant other, or a niece, a nephew, a sibling who wants one of the systems, you can actually go and pick them up. I will be listing some of the stores who have them available in just a second. But the thing is, they are low on stock. They're not really high in inventory, but you still
Mm-hmm.
are able to actually go pick them up.
Yeah.
So within New York, the 114th Street, Jersey City in New Jersey, they have 11 PlayStation 5s in stock, the 499 version. 139 Flatbush Avenue in Brooklyn, they have 10 systems in stock. Queens Boulevard in Elmhurst, New York, they have 10 in stock. That's the PlayStation 5. And in New Jersey, 07603, that's up there. Main Street, Hackensack, New Jersey, they have 10 available. Um, 40 West 225th Street, Bronx, New York, they have 10 available.
So
Kingsland
I'm gonna
Road,
take a trip.
Clifton, New Jersey, they have 10 available.
I'm gonna take a trip out there.
Jersey City, New Jersey, they have 11 available. That's 14th Street, New Jersey. And East Sanford Boulevard, Mount Vernon, New York, they have 10 available. So these are the targets
My
that have
journey.
PlayStation 5 consoles available. They
Mm-hmm.
are not the digital version. Trust me, I want the digital one. They are the physical disc version.
Yeah, the
And
disc version. Yeah.
yeah. So the next one that I'm trying to look for is the Series X. The Series X.
Shit, I'm a little worried
They
about the
have
Series X, man.
400 at no, not 400 systems. 400 Grand Street, New York, New York. They have one available. At
Only one
445
again.
Albee Square West. God damn it. In Brooklyn, New York, they have 8 available. 615 10th Avenue, New York, New York, 10036. They have 10 available. 1863 Broadway, they have 3 available. And that's the Xbox Series X. Now, just a quick reminder for those of you listening, you cannot find this on site available. You can't find it available on the Target app. So don't try. It's not going to work. But
Mm-hmm.
also do not try to call Target because I already tried that for you, so you don't have to. I called
I
Target and
tried it for you.
basically because they know people are calling for the inventory, they will tell you when you're listening to the automated voice. No, we cannot tell you if a certain item is available. So you just have to go and actually see if they have it in stock.
Yep, that's it. And that is it. You have to
Yes.
go and
And
physically go.
that was just a few places, but I do know for a fact that some places in the tri-state area are restocking PlayStation 5 systems and Xbox Series X systems. So there you go. I'll check for the inventory of the other stuff later, but I'll put a link in the description because this is definitely going to go to YouTube. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, and about the CES stuff, I think that they will have
Man,
monitors available that are over 120 hertz for the PS5 and the Xbox.
I
Because
cannot
otherwise,
wait
other
to
than
see
that, it
them.
makes no sense. And I feel like it's going to be multiple tiers because they're going to have some for PC, for the enthusiast class, and then they're gonna have some for people who just want a smaller monitor that are competitive, and they're gonna have big TVs, 43 inches and up, for people who just want a TV and not a monitor that have over 120 hertz refresh rate. So that's also another thing.
There's always a
And
thing. And I can't wait for
yeah,
CES, man. Can't wait to
yeah,
look into
CES
watch
always
them.
announces new stuff, so that's actually gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna get the Xbox Series X.
I
My
thought you
my
had
wife
it
keeps
already.
no, my wife keeps playing games, yo.
Christmas? I hope she
That's the thing.
wasn't saving it for Christmas.
I think she probably is. I mean, this is if she got it. If she got it, I don't even know if she got it or not.
You know, it's crazy. That's kind of messed up. Because what if you decide to go buy one based off of what I'm telling you, and she didn't tell you that she got it?
I mean, I get it. She
Now
wants
you
to
got
surprise
two.
me and stuff, you know. Yeah, I mean that's what happened when I went and bought the other
Yeah, but you
Xbox
did
One
that
X.
knowingly, smart ass. You did that knowingly. Like you knowingly
I
went
was,
and got.
I was testing things out, and it just so happens that I walked out with a new one. So that was it.
The craziest part about you walking out with that new Xbox is the simple fact that you walked out with it without the box. Like you put it in your
Oh
book
yeah,
bag,
I put it in my
and
book
then
bag. I
we're
was like, oh,
walking around the city for like a little 10 minutes before you decide, oh yeah, let me just go home because now I got a new Xbox in my backpack.
yeah, yeah. That was a fun day, all right? That was a
That
real
was a
fun day.
weird day. That was a
I,
very
I
weird day.
I wasn't expecting to to be in that
At
position,
that
man.
time I
But
had to deal with
there I
my
was.
crazy ass ex, so we both know that was not a fun day.
No, my God,
You remember that one, right?
you and your exes. Yeah, I remember her.
Yeah, that's the last crazy one I dealt with. All the other ones after her weren't crazy.
They
They
were
just had their own problems they were
they
dealing
were
with.
just mildly abrasive. I got you.
Crackhead. What else? Oh yeah, so a new thing, E3 might be canceled forever.
Yeah, of
Because the
course.
way things are looking, after I feel like COVID put a wrench in everything in life as we know it. Now that people know they can work from home, the only people who are going to be at risk to anything, and I'm not even just talking about COVID, I'm just mean at risk to anything, is people who've been knowing who've been told all their life, no, you cannot work from home. You have to come into work. It has to be here. And now they're at home making the same amount of money they were making while they were in the freaking office. So things are
Yep.
going to be real different. I highly doubt that like if they do go back to the way things were before, it's going to be very weird and awkward, and they're going to be in one of those gray areas where they're like, oh, um, is there any way that we can have you guys convinced to come back to work? People are going to be like, well, you can give us a raise by salary, and
Yeah, exactly.
you can give us a big ass salary raise, as well as possibly mad Lysol cans, because I got to spray everything that walks in and out of this room. So it's
Yeah,
going to
that's
be
true.
funny. It's definitely
Definitely
going to be
true.
funny to see. I don't
Yep.
think that anyone I don't think that anyone is going to want to go back to work physically. Now, essential workers, whatever that is, because apparently we're essential, but we're also expendable. Because depending on what
Yeah,
city you're
exactly.
in, we did not get hazard pay. Here in New
Yep.
York City, we did not get hazard pay. Nurses did not get hazard pay. Police officers did not get hazard pay. People who work
Yep.
security did not get hazard pay. Post office workers did not get hazard pay. Home health aide
Hmm.
nurses did not get hazard pay. Engineers did not get hazard pay. Guess who did
Yep.
get hazard pay though?
Who did?
Able. Anyone who works with Able cleaning, not engineering, cleaning. Anyone who works with AGS cleaning. Anyone who works with Italia and CBS cleaning, they all got hazard pay
What the fuck? Why? I mean,
because
I
they work
I
in a doodle
understand
room.
why.
They work
Yeah,
in a
yeah, yeah.
doodle room. That's all
I
I
get
know.
it. But you gotta be kidding me, man.
Yeah, they got hazard pay. I heard that they were getting paid a bonus of $600 extra while getting their hours cut to 32 hours a week.
Wow, look at that.
So on top of getting their paycheck cut by 8 hours, they were also getting, on top of the 32 hours they were receiving, a paycheck, a supplement is what they called it, for an extra $600.
I
And I
wonder I've
think
seen
it
a
was
bunch of
either
cleaners
weekly
and
or bi-weekly. That's why they got yachts and cars and shit.
yeah, I was about to say that right now. You know what? I've seen them in Ferraris and fucking Porsches and stuff. Like fucking
Lamborghinis.
yeah, Lamborghinis.
Oh my
Got
god.
him. Oh, there goes the alarm. Got him.
Yeah, but
Lamborghini.
it's actually very depressing. It's like it makes you wonder how long is it going to last. Like, I heard the vaccine was in works, so I guess that's a good thing.
No, it's coming
But
out in the middle of this month or next month. Supposedly, the first people to get the first shots is going to be elderly and nurses and doctors. So
that's good. We get to see
yeah,
who dies first.
yeah.
I know that sounds kind of messed up, but I'm not trying to be messed up, but I really don't
COVID.
believe in our government after the past 4 years. Not trying to get
Yeah.
political. I just don't believe in them.
Nah, fucking
Um,
God forbid the vaccine goes to shit and our doctors and nurses are all fucking fucked up.
that
Now
gives me
what?
a reason to leave the country finally. So I guess we're in good hands.
Where you going back to Africa?
Back to Africa. As racist as that was, I'll let that one slide. Nope, definitely not going to Africa. Even though South Africa is very beautiful, people get the bad idea. People get bad ideas of Africa because of jokes like that.
Yeah,
They
right.
just assume
No,
in their mind, oh, this
Africa is an
country is
awesome place.
horrible. It's ridden and infested with poor people. They're poor there, but it's like
Nah,
if they were so
nah,
poor,
it's not.
this country that we live in currently would not have wanted so much resources and minerals from them.
Hmm. Nah, I know Africa is an awesome place. Very, 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 very cultured and everything else.
Oh,
Nothing against my African people.
to this guy,
All
fake face, aka let's go. But
right, we out.
damn. I just want to go to traveling. I can't I feel secluded so bad. I was ready to go this year to South Korea, and then they made like all travel restrictions got came back to normal. It's like, damn, I realized that this is a whole pandemic. I literally forgot that if I go on vacation, I'm gonna have to plan and be out of work for a whole month after I come back.
Yeah. Take a two
But I'm
week
okay with it
vacation,
because I
then
hate my
another two
job
week
anyway.
vacation
So
in your house.
yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
That gives me more time
I
to play
cannot,
PlayStation and
I
figure out
cannot
life,
afford that. I cannot
read
afford
books. I have money saved up. As many
that.
sneakers as I purchase, I have money saved.
Mhm.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I I
I
can tell
can't do
you
that.
this: the amount of sneakers that I got this year, ridiculous.
Yeah, of course, you were probably home fucking bored as hell,
Yeah,
just
yep, that
purchasing.
happened. But you know
See?
what? I still have my stimulus check,
Oh, look at you.
and I
Yeah,
still have my income tax.
my stimulus check been spent.
Oh yeah, I'm well aware of that. You bought a Ferrari.
Nah, I got kids. Yeah,
You bought a Ferrari with 4 seats.
exactly. Oh man. Yeah, now you
Oh,
know,
so
guys. COVID.
back to Nintendo though. So
Oh,
apparently, Nintendo in Japan,
yeah.
they finally are on track to open up their theme park, the Nintendo theme park.
Oh
So
yeah,
my
yeah.
question is, I wonder how the Nintendo theme park will stack against Disneyland in Japan. Like where, like people are more loyal in Japan to the brand coming out of Japan. So I wonder if it's gonna like, is it going to
Doesn't
like, are
Japan have
people?
Disneyland?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Are people going to want to go to Nintendo Land over Disneyland?
That'll probably be the case. When if obviously when Nintendo Land opens up, that'll definitely be the case.
Oh my God, these motherfuckers! They just don't want me to be great. They
No,
just don't want me to be great.
they don't.
Lord,
But
Lord.
yeah. Then after a while, it'll probably like even out again, unless
Nah,
unless
Nintendo been doing
unless
too well in Japan, man.
yeah,
Oh my
unless
God.
Disney comes out with something like specifically or exclusively for these guys for everybody in Japan.
That could be a thing.
Come out with an Akira ride and shit.
Nah, they're not gonna do that because they don't own the
You
rights to
too.
Akira.
Yeah, I know. You too can experience Tetsuo on his
No, they just don't want me to be great.
No, they don't.
I'm getting out of hand. I'm about to go home.
I'm about to go home.
This shit low key giving me PTSD.
PTSD.
I be yelling at bells and shit now.
Damn
I
you!
really
Get
be
off my
yelling at
lawn!
yelling at bells and alarms and all types of shit.
Get off my lawn!
Oh, Game Awards is December 10th. So I wonder
Game
what new
Awards,
trailers for
December 10th.
yeah. I wonder what
Really?
I'm curious to know what new games we'll see and new game trailers. Because one thing I've noticed, Microsoft has been building up a little portfolio of ex Sony developers from certain Sony studios.
Oh yeah.
And I remember a few years ago they said they wanted to make it. It's crazy because a few years ago, Microsoft and EA were both saying that single player games are dead. And the sales of multiplayer games have been plummeting while the sales of single player games have been skyrocketing. So yeah, I guess Sony said, "Hold my beer," because I remember Phil Spencer talking about he was playing. He has a PS4 and he has a PS5. Phil Spencer was talking about how much fun Horizon Zero Dawn was and how he wanted to make a studio that can make a game similar to Horizon Zero Dawn. So in the
Man,
back of my
Horizon
mind, I'm
Zero
like,
Dawn.
please bring back
Shit, that
Scalebound on the
fucking
Series
game.
X. Please
Yo,
bring back
Scalebound.
Scalebound.
That'll be great on the fucking Series X and the PC. Because I want to play it too. Since so far I don't
I
have a
felt like
Series X.
that game That game should be exclusive to the Series X and be on PC as like a cross-platform title.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No Series
Oh
S,
my
no One
god.
X, just Series X and PC. Because
Yep.
that was legitimate the reason why I had purchased the Xbox One X the last time. I bought it on the premise of playing Scalebound.
Oh yeah. That. And then they finally announced that they weren't going to do it anymore. Yeah, I was
They
so
canceled
sad
it.
about that shit.
Like I bought it in November of 2017. They canceled it in E3 2018.
Oh yeah.
Imagine how I feel. I'm like, damn, and I can't get my money back, but whatever.
Oh man. Scalebound. That'd be great. Fucking Scalebound comes out.
Yeah,
I'll
I think
fucking.
they need to bring that back if they want to capture the hearts and minds of Japanese players and gamers.
Yep. Yep.
Because I know for a long time Microsoft has been trying their hardest to break into that market of Japan, and they
They
just
come
fail
in.
all the
Yeah.
time. Like think
Yeah.
about this. They have what's that game called? Yakuza Enter the
Oh
Dragon,
yeah.
exclusive to the
Yeah.
Xbox Series X in America until March of 2021. But
Mhm.
you can't play it on an Xbox system in Japan. It's only on PlayStation systems.
Look at that.
So it's like, to be honest, they should have not tried to make it exclusive in the United States because most of the Japanese fan base is in Japan, obviously.
Oh
They
yeah.
should
Obviously.
have did they should have made the game they should have paid to make it exclusive in Japan. I know that sounds like it's crazy, but if you pay them enough money, if you pay another company enough money, I guarantee you they would have took that offer,
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
or at least have it come out the first week
the the
on
the
Xbox
ex-
first.
the whole exclusive thing is that from the developers or something, like from the actual studios themselves, or is this something that is agreed upon between the
Publisher
studio
and
and the
publisher.
publisher? Really?
Nah, the developer has absolutely nothing to do with it. They have no say because
Like
even
here,
though
we're
the
just making a
IP is
game.
owned by them, the IP might be owned by the developer or maybe not. However,
Yeah,
the IP is also funded by the publisher, so the publisher has the final say.
yeah,
And
that's
if
true.
it comes down to a large sum of money, you can forget about it being exclusive or not being exclusive. So that's why when people
Hmm.
say that these companies like I remember there was a huge rumor, well not a rumor, but more so fanboy fuel a while ago talking about Sony's broke, they don't have money. I don't know about that, man, because the amount of money you need to keep a game off of a system for 3 months or so is a lot. Because
Yeah, that's true.
you have to count in the fact of potential sales loss, and you also have to account in the fact of okay, well, if they're gonna lose out on these potential sales, I also have to sweeten the pot by adding an extra 20 million to it
Hmm.
just because.
Yep.
So mind you, that's 20 million on top of whatever 80 or 60 million they're already deciding is the loss that they're going to suffer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's why I remember the time that you couldn't play Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider on anything else but PC or Xbox. And that was for a
Hmm.
whole year. So I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
Microsoft
Wow.
paid big bucks to secure that because it was going against Uncharted 4.
Hmm.
And that was in 2016. I remember that.
Yeah, 2016.
But that's why it's always good to have both.
Masculine. Yo, that's my boy right there, masculine, yo. He just joined in the listeners.
Hey, masculine.
That's my
That sounds so
that's
weird
my
saying
homie.
that shit out loud.
That's my homie.
But
You're weird.
nah, I
Um,
personally think though that it would work in the best favor if like it sounds crazy because I guess a lot of PC players would be upset for this, but I think Microsoft and Sony, I know they relish in the PC community simply because the more you can get a PC gamer into a system, the easier it is for you to bolster it because that's also another talking point. However, I feel like if you don't have any games on a system and you make them non-exclusive, like Game Pass is an amazing deal, but you'd
Yeah,
be
it is.
stupid to believe that if you don't have a capable enough PC, that you should buy an Xbox Series X as well.
Yeah,
Like I feel like if you're a PC gamer and you already have an Xbox, you don't need to buy a Series
you
X.
don't need the Series X. Yeah, that's kind of
Like
like
what you
another
can do is you can have
reason
a
bother.
PC, a Nintendo Switch, and possibly a PS5
Yeah,
and your
yeah,
PC.
yep.
And a lot of people be like, "Oh, but I'm an Xbox person." I'm not saying you don't have to be, but if you have Games Pass, you just solved your own issue right there because it
Yep.
has so many amazing games that are also backwards compatible into the PC ecosystem.
And
Because once you have Game Pass, you could
that's
just
pretty
play
good.
that on there.
And it
You
looks
have
good
stuff
on the
like
PC.
Halo. Yeah, you
Yep.
have Halo Wars, and you also have like I know Xbox is gonna start doing this. I seen PlayStation doing it as well within the settings of the games console system. You're able to open up the field of view, the FOV slider.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
stuff like Halo, you actually have a large FOV slider on PC, and you really didn't have that on the One X. But
Yep.
I'm positive that if anyone has a Series X, you might have that FOV slider. But then you also had shit like Sony's killer app, and I think Microsoft need to get in this field immediately. And that's like a lot of people probably will be like, "Oh, well, I don't see that being popular." But look at the Oculus Rift VR. It's good and bad because it requires you to have a Facebook account, but it's bad because no, it's bad because it requires you to have a Facebook account. Good because the price actually became affordable for people who don't have a gaming PC.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have a Facebook account, get yourself a VR headset for like $299 or $399, and bam, there you go. You got a virtual
Yeah.
reality
And you're good
gaming
to go.
headset.
Yep.
I feel
Good to
like
go.
the PSVR, even though the current model isn't like the best of the best, that
Mm-hmm.
if you haven't played some of the games that's on there, those games are amazing. They all play at 90 hertz, most of them, and like they're between 60 and 120 hertz before the PS5 even came out. You can play
Yep.
games like Arizona Sunshine, 90 hertz. Now, just let me just explain: 90 hertz and 90 frames per second is not the same thing. The
Yeah.
mo- the field of view for the no the hertz for the PlayStation VR, the current one, is 120, I believe. But some of the
Yeah.
games played at 90 frames per second, so you would be able to play Arizona Sunshine and the SWAT looking game, which was kind of like a CS:GO clone,
Yeah.
which
I
was
forgot
great,
that
by the
slot
way.
game. Yeah.
That game was amazing. I remember
Yeah.
Al
It
played
was.
it. Basically, you play those games at like 90 frames per second on a 120 hertz um whatchamacallit, PlayStation VR headset. And Black Friday had so many deals for them. A lot of people weren't paying attention because we were all trying to get a PS5 or a Series X. So
Yeah.
that's also a thing. It's true though. I mean,
It is
I'm not
true.
gonna lie. Like people were on crackhead mode trying to get an Xbox or a PlayStation, and I'll be
Yeah.
honest,
Yeah.
it was mainly people trying to get a PS5. If you have the Citizens app and you live in New York, people was getting robbed.
Yep.
People
Yep.
was getting robbed for their PS5.
Yep.
Mainly scalpers were going out with their system trying to sell it and getting bopped. I'll just
Mm-hmm.
leave it at that. They were getting bopped. The same way they were botting, they were getting bopped.
Yep.
So I look forward to gaming next year. But I also mainly look forward to technology because I feel like it's going to be so many new things that come out. It's going
Yeah.
to be mind blowing. Also, um, PS5 Pro was trending today on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, Sony has a real life patent that patents a PS5 Pro model with two GPUs connected to an ARM chip.
Really
Yes.
interesting.
Sony out here putting Crossfire in a goddamn console. Like, the current wattage of a PS5 is around 200 plus watts within the PSU. And that's their own form of liquid cooling.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
wonder how they'll handle 360 watts. I know that's 360 watts on a legit gaming PC, but I wonder
Hmm.
how many watts that would be on a console. How can you how could you make it negligible to where it'll be 300 watts? But then again, you also have to think about, okay, how can I save the people who live in houses from their, from their electricity bill going sky high? Up, looks like he disappeared. I guess he'll be back right after these messages. But okay, so yeah. Um Apparently that's something that's happening right now. That was trending on Twitter. Once again, thank you guys for joining us. We're literally at work. Yeah, I'm eating a bag of chips. And feel free to ask questions if you have any questions. But thanks for joining. If you have any questions regarding the new consoles, I was just talking about recently how Target in the tri-state area of New York and New Jersey, as well as Connecticut and Long Island, possibly Staten Island. I don't know because I don't go to the islands. Um, they have
Oh my God.
PlayStation 5 systems and Xbox systems available for walk-in.
We're walking.
I guess my message didn't go through, but I was saying, what's up, fellas? What's up? What's up? What's going on, Joker? See, we talking about gaming today.
Hey, what's up, Mastermind?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
What y'all feeling? What y'all feeling on the new lineup, though?
Well, I would personally say for those of you who did not, who are like, because I would say the new lineup is good. However, a lot of people weren't able to get a PS5 or a Series X. So, if for those of
Yeah.
you listening, if you are trying to get one, apparently between this Monday that just passed, and the 9th of December, a lot of Targets have been restocking the systems on the low.
Yeah. A lot
So
of
if you
targets.
have
Yep.
a husband, a boyfriend, significant other, niece,
A
nephew,
wife.
sister,
Yeah. A
whatever,
wife, a
they
girlfriend,
have
whatever. Doesn't matter.
PlayStation 5s, the disc version, at Targets. A little earlier, I was naming some of the Targets within the tri-state area
Yeah.
that have PlayStation 5s available.
Yeah.
So
Listen to our podcast once it's done.
yeah, it's also going to
Do
be
not
uploaded
call.
to YouTube.
Yeah. Do not call. Do not call because they're not gonna let you. They're not gonna tell you anything. You have to physically go inside and ask and everything else, and they'll let you
Yes,
know.
at the electronics section.
Yep.
But yeah. Also, a lot of new games coming out that take advantage of the new hardware of both systems. Um, I would definitely say if you're into racing games, you have to try Dirt 5, just because
Yeah. Dirt 5.
120
Yep.
frames, like
Yeah.
games that are taking advantage, like noticeable games that are taking advantage of the 120 hertz uh option on the PS5 and Series X are Dirt 5, as well as Call of Duty Cold War. Now,
Mhm.
Call of Duty Cold War is a very interesting one because it's doing 120 frames on the Series X in warfare mode, and 120 frames on the PlayStation 5 in multiplayer. So, if you want to see any of those types of advancements in the frames, you would have to actually have a TV capable of outputting 120 hertz or
Yeah.
240 hertz TVs would display it really good, as well as TVs with 120 hertz display rate,
Mhm.
display refresh rates. Or if you have a monitor, that actually works as well.
Yeah, that's actually real sad though, for real. With the PlayStation 5, there's like a bunch of what was that? What they call them?
Oh,
Uh,
scalpers.
Skinners, something they called them
Oh,
something. I can't
scalpers.
think of
Talking about
the term they
scalpers.
used, but
Yeah.
yeah, they just had a bunch of bots buying up all the PlayStation 5s and
Yeah.
stuff. and they was like they accumulated like 25,000 units or something like that.
Yep.
2,500,
2,500.
something like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, that's just bad. Like I don't know what's going on with Xbox. Maybe they just didn't make enough and they just sold out like crazy. But
Nah, what's going
either
on with
way,
the
like for
Xbox?
both systems, Sony and
It has to
Microsoft,
do with
like
the processor.
it's not a good look. But
Yeah.
it's a good thing Target is doing what they're doing though.
Yeah.
Now I
Yeah.
got
No.
some good news about that. Let me
Go ahead.
say this real quick. Um, Sony has said that they are going to be making 10 million new systems. I don't know about Microsoft, but I know Sony is going to be making 10 million new PlayStation 5 systems between now and fiscal year, which is, I think their fiscal year ends in March of 2021 or
Yeah,
April.
I think the fiscal year ends around that time. Yeah.
Yeah, so 10 million is a lot, considerably a lot compared to when the PS4 came out. They made 4 million systems, they all sold out, and everybody had to wait until the following year, beyond February of 2014, to get a
Mm-hmm.
PS4. So this time around, the scalpers have managed to amass. If you go to StockX and eBay, they managed to amass roughly 25,000 systems. So they're selling 25,000 systems, as well as Sony being able to readily make right now 250,000 PlayStation 5s, which you are seeing now at Targets all across America. If you
Yep.
check using the Pop Finder app, you can't use the Target app because it's not going to tell you. The Pop Finder app will tell you, and the My Store app will tell you. If you
Mm-hmm.
use those apps, they will tell you that there are PlayStation 5s as well as Xbox Series X available within your local Target. Now, I
Yeah.
don't know about Best Buy right now, but I do know that Target as well as Walmart, you can go in and walk in right now and pick up a Series X or a PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
So for
You
those
can. You
of
can
you,
walk
for the new
into that.
listeners, if you have like a significant other, husband, wife, brother that you would like to purchase a PlayStation 5 for, you have stores within the general tri-state area of New York City who are actually selling these systems that you can go and pick them up. You just have to make it to a Target early in the morning, and you can't call them, which is the sucky part. You have to legitimately actually go and purchase it. And go to the electronics section, ask them, do they have the system in hand? And that the Pop Finder is actually accurate because it counts them based off of the truckload that came in, and whatever trucks come in and the offload off the pallets, it counts those within the Pop Finder. So that's why the Pop Finder is so accurate.
Yeah. I like Pop Find. I'm gonna start using that shit more often.
Yeah.
So yeah. So where's the masculine? If you're still listening, the reason why they were having issues is because of that whole processing units and stuff. You know. So they were having issues making processing units for both Sony and Microsoft. So once they got that down packed, then they were able to ship them out. As in, what's taking Microsoft so long to actually like make more systems and stuff? I'm not sure, but I know Sony's beating them right now. You know?
I feel like Microsoft might be doing something under the veil of darkness
Yeah, they probably are.
because Sony hasn't announced anything either. This is
Oh, you
just
know what?
anecdotal evidence of what we've
Wait,
seen and what
you
we've
know what it
heard
is?
from Bloomberg.
Remember what Microsoft announced? The whole like pre-order thing. They're gonna get rid of that.
Yeah,
That's
that
probably
also
what's
might
going
be
on.
something. Yeah,
Yeah,
that might be a part of it.
they're probably making new systems, but they're stockpiling them. So when they come out with the new system of instead of pre-ordering, it's like, all right, put this money down. This is yours. That's it. You're done. You know, and then
Also,
there
you
you
know what
go.
else another thing could be? Since they're stockpiling the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, they could be, because if the scalpers are buying them at 25,000 systems and trying to resell them, and Sony's putting 250,000 systems, out of that 250,000, the scalpers are going to get 25,000, and everyone else will go and get them from elsewhere.
Yep.
And I feel
Um,
like something will be similar with Microsoft.
yeah, it will. Yeah, I feel the same thing too.
Albeit it may not be a lot, because I don't think most retailers sold out of their allotment of Series X or Series S systems.
Yeah. Message.
Yeah, Sony is still the king of the consoles. I give it to that. I've been a Sony boy all my life. I started off on the PlayStation One. Well, I started off on the PC. Let me get that straight. I started off on the PC,
And then what
and
happened?
I moved over to the PlayStation One, and I've been PlayStation
Why?
all my life. Um, but I will say this though. Um, did y'all hear about when Microsoft completely bought? It was a huge gaming company. The people who
Oh,
made
Bethesda ZeniMax.
was it?
Bethesda?
It was Bethesda.
Yeah.
Microsoft bought Bethesda, and I
Mm-hmm.
thought that was a huge power play move
Well, they didn't buy Bethesda. They bought
as far
ZeniMax.
as that goes, because now Bethesda is going to be making games exclusively for Microsoft. Which
Mm,
honestly, I think they should have did something like that in the beginning, and they would have been better off. But yeah,
I don't think they're going to be making games exclusively for Microsoft because
yeah.
in a
It'll still
conference call that
it'll
they
be
had with
timed. It'll
Bethesda,
be time based. It'll be timed
yeah,
released, time sensitive.
yeah, because it basically think of Mojang.
Oh yeah,
Microsoft
Mojang.
purchased
Yeah.
Minecraft, and Minecraft is still on every other system known to man. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm positive that if you could, you can play fucking Minecraft on your Etch a Sketch.
No, the way things are going, yeah.
The way things been going, you can play Minecraft on a goddamn Etch a Sketch.
Yeah, no, and then also Bethesda wasn't bought. It was ZeniMax, right? They're
Yeah,
the guys
Bethesda
that
ZeniMax.
made they're the guys that made Doom and what's the other stuff? I'm worried about Doom. I love fucking Doom.
I don't think it's gonna be that serious. To be honest, I think the mainstream titles like Doom, Fallout.
Oh yeah, Fallout.
So I would say Doom, Fallout, Elder Scrolls Online. Those games I feel like will still come to PlayStation. However, it will be a timed
A
exclusive.
time exclusive. Yep, that's what
So
it's
like
gonna be.
prime example, their new game Starlight. There's a chance since that's not that big of an IP yet, that might legitimately be exclusive. Period.
Hmm.
But also apparently Bethesda ZeniMax, the parent company, they basically Microsoft purchased them and they still let them have their autonomy.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah, yeah,
more
yeah.
along the lines of not a straight out purchase. It sounds like a purchase because that's what we all see, but it's more along the lines as a business arrangement. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah, yeah,
could
yeah.
you
They
like if
they
I
they shook
asked,
hands.
yeah, like if I
They're
said, hey
shaking hands. That's
Alvin,
it.
Alvin, could you spot me $150? And Alvin gives me $150. That doesn't mean he bought me, but it's a business
I mean,
arrangement.
technically.
That means it's a business arrangement. So it could be something along the lines of it being like a legitimate business arrangement because they don't have money. Like right now, Bethesda has been blowing through it because Fallout 76 was it cost so much money to make Fallout 76, but they did not get back the returns that they thought they would.
Yep,
So another prime
they fucked up.
example of that would be Square Enix, our beloved JRPG fathers, who make the titles such as Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy.
Hmm.
They recently did an earnings call and they said that Marvel's Avengers performed poorly.
Oh my God,
They
not
made
fucking
that
good.
game and it was upwards of $63+ million to make, and
Not fucking good.
they haven't even break even. They have not broken even at all.
You know
But
that game,
you know who I think can make an amazing Marvel game, like the best you will ever see in your life.
Rockstar.
I feel like yep. If you give
Just
Deadpool,
be,
if you
just
give
because.
Deadpool and X-Men to Marvel, oh my God, we will get the most R-rated or M-rated Marvel game you will ever see in your life.
Rockstar Games. If that whole Arkham series, Batman Arkham series, isn't something that tickles your fancy, then something's going on. But if imagine Rockstar Game makes a Deadpool game, a Marvel's Avenger game, Fucking what else? What else would be great as a game like that? Oh my god.
I personally think if you gave Rockstar Deadpool, if you gave Rockstar Games, basically that's 2K for those of you listening. That's 2K's parent company. I feel like if you gave Rockstar, if you gave 2K Deadpool, and if you gave them basically give them the Marvel Knights. If you gave 2K Games the Marvel Knights universe, so that's like Doctor Moon, Doctor Moon. Well, not Doctor Moon. Moon. Uh,
Moonlight?
no, I call him Moon. I don't call him Moon Knight. That's just it sounds stupid to me. Like I've never liked the name Moon Knight. Moon.
Moon.
Moon. If you took Moon Knight, all of the Illuminati, the Maestro Hulk, because I think he's definitely a part of that. If you took all of them and
Maestro
you
Hulk.
put
Oh
and you
my
gave
god.
them and you gave them to Rockstar Games, I feel like you'll get something crazy.
Yeah.
Like something ridiculously crazy. Like something you least expect. Because remember, those are the
Mhm.
same people who make Borderlands,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
as well as BioShock,
Hmm.
Grand Theft Auto, Mafia. So I can see
Yeah.
so many different games and alternate universes coming out if you gave 2K Games the Marvel Knights moniker and let them create some games for you.
Dr. Moon, Moonlight, that's his stripper name. He going by his stripper name.
There you go. Just different.
His stripper name, but I can't because that's his Dr. Moon, Moon Knight, your stripper, Mr. Moon Stripper. Yes, but I
Please come to the
personally think if you
stage.
gave that to them and you gave a little bit portions to, I would say Rockstar Games, like 2K, the whole company of 2K. If you gave
Yeah.
2K Games the that, it would leave them ample room to be able to do so many different things with the Marvel universe that we never thought was possible. Like I can see them taking X-Men, like doing an X-Men game, but with the premise of Borderlands,
Yeah.
and like that would be wild in itself. First person X-Men.
Oh yeah.
Like
That'd
I'm
be
not
crazy.
saying that would be, I'm not saying to do it, but first person X-Men where you can see Wolverine's claws, you have an option for virtual reality mode. Like
Hmm.
those are all things that if you imagine giving it to 2K Games, I feel like even though they messed up with NBA 2K, I feel like there would be a lot of stuff that we never thought would be possible ever.
Yeah. Yep. 100% agree. Yep.
And
100% agree.
yeah, like I feel like this new gen, like remember the start of the gen with the PS4 and the Xbox One? You didn't see a lot of game, like you seen a lot of games, but you didn't see games that really were like up to snuff with what you thought.
Yeah.
Fast
Yeah.
forward maybe 3.5 years into the PS4 and the Xbox cycle, and you got so many different games announced, beautiful, amazing games. I feel like with the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, you're gonna see the same time frame but shortened
Yeah.
because they're
That's
a
true.
lot easy to develop for, and you can like think of this: a game called Temtem, which is kind of like Pokemon.
Hmm.
And I will be once this gets uploaded to YouTube, I will be posting my Twitch link in the description because I'm definitely going to be playing that Pokemon like game. That game is coming first as an early access title on PlayStation 5. When the hell has Sony ever allowed anything early access on a PlayStation system?
Yeah, that's true.
Hell,
That is true.
Sony had issues with allowing for them to compress audio files in Fallout 4. Remember that one?
Yeah, I remember that.
So this Sony allowing for people to actually do early access on a PS5? What?
Yeah.
What planet is this?
Yeah, that's a little mind blowing. Yep.
And like before Xbox of all things? Nah, I fail to believe that. And that's next week, the 8th.
Yeah. Hmm.
That game comes out next week on the 8th.
I'll be watching you.
Nah, I believe you. That joint
On
is
the fire
hilarious,
escape.
though.
On
That
the
joint is
fire
definitely hilarious.
escape.
Because
Man.
it makes me curious to know, like, what is the next 6 months from now going to look like? Because we haven't even seen most of the new games that they announced. We
Yeah.
only seen the ones that they've announced from a year or 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of people don't realize, but Cyberpunk 2077 was announced back in 2018.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It was announced in 2016, really, but pre-orders went live in 20. No, was it announced in 2018? I mean 2016? Because I
No, what?
remember I pre-ordered it.
Cyberpunk? No.
I pre-ordered
Cyberpunk
the collector's
wasn't
edition.
not from 2016, 2018, not 2016.
Yeah, so it was 2018.
Yeah.
And people pre-ordered that game all the way back in 2018. We are now in 2020, and you get to play the game next week.
Bro, there's a game on the PC. Was it Star Citizen that they announced like almost like 10 years ago, and it's like been in development, and
Yo,
they've
don't
made
get me
millions and
started. Don't.
millions and millions
Why
of
do you
dollars.
think? Can I ask you a question, Joker? Can I ask you a question? Why the hell you think my PC hasn't been fully built yet?
Oh, you still okay?
I built my PC on the premise that I was going to be playing Star Citizen. And every time I was told to wait because a stronger GPU that would be able to handle that shit and CPU was coming out, I waited. I've been waiting to play Star Citizen the full game because I don't want to play early access because you got to buy a ship, and a ship in early access is $300 real life dollars.
Yep.
Fuck out of here. Christmas is coming. I'm not doing all of that. Y'all wild.
Yeah, wow.
Mom, look, niggas is wilding.
Fucking game. I heard about that game and I wanted like to back it, but then I heard that like they've made so much money
Bro,
and
they
still
made
nothing. I'm
roughly
like, yo, get the
$100
fuck out of here.
million. They made
Yeah,
over
yeah.
$100 million, and they already paid the voice actors. So they
Yeah.
had Mark Hamill.
Yep.
They had he's the only notable one. I don't care about everybody
Yeah,
else.
everybody else is whatever.
But where's the game?
Yeah, no game.
This is the longest developed game I've ever seen in my life. Do you know how many games on Kickstarter have come out since then?
Yeah, since then, yeah.
Like over 100 games
Mm-hmm.
between now and 10 years ago. 7 years ago. Yeah, 7 years ago.
That's crazy.
That is so crazy. And then there's people that are complaining, they're bitching, they're moaning, they're like never again, this and that, blah blah.
But
But
they
they
still
still have their
buying
website.
ships.
Yep.
Still buying
They
ships and
still
shit.
on there.
Mm-hmm.
Still
By the
on
way,
there.
I just realized something. Is there any way that you could kind of bleep out the curses?
Nope.
Kind of figured. We ain't making this family friendly. F it.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
But no, yeah, it's true though. Like that game was announced. What? No, not even 10 years, not 7 years ago. Wasn't it announced in like 2015 on Kickstarter or
No,
Kickstarter?
it was a while back ago. For sure it was more than 5 years for sure.
Oh yeah, nah. So then 2000 summer of 2014 maybe.
Something like that.
That would put it at 6 years.
Yeah.
So 6 years ago, and they've amassed
it's
well
been
over
regardless.
100 million.
Regardless. It's been a while. It has been a while and it's not here yet. You know?
Definitely
It's
true.
that simple. It's been a while and it's not here yet.
Talk about a Ponzi scheme. You got $100 million from people, and now you dip. You made half the game, and now it's time to go.
They're the epitome of fucking pyramid scheme.
Yo, they doing a better job than Bernie Madoff. They legit doing a better job than him because they not getting caught. People still giving them money now. Like as we're talking, someone's buying a ship for $300.
Oh my god! As we're talking now, somebody brand new is like, "Yo, this looks really really good. Let me give them $20." It's like,
You know, it's even
good luck.
crazier. Like that's the cheapest ship, $300, and they were
Mm-hmm.
on sale this Black Friday. The ship went down by 50%, and
Wow.
no, the
Okay,
cheapest ship went down by 75%, but the
you told me
most
I missed out.
expensive ship is like $1,200, $1,300, and that one only went down by 50%. So you
Shit.
still got to pay $600 for a ship.
Yep.
Yo, how is that even a sale? Like, what the hell? The only sale that I would purchase a ship for is some Balenciaga S Dart sneakers. They were on sale on Mr. Porter, 50% off from $795 to $390.
To 390. Wow.
That's still an expensive ass sneaker because that sneaker is just as it's $9 short of a PlayStation 5 money.
Yep.
Over a PlayStation 5 money.
But yeah. How long are we in right now?
An hour and change.
Oh, that's perfect.
Hour 5.
Yeah, wow. Talk about peanut butter juice. It was crazy.
Peanut butter juice.
That's great.
Wait, so you had already uploaded the other one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you put the intro?
Yeah.
Oh
You do the
wow.
same thing for this one?
Wow, Joker. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. Wow, Joker.
Yo, bro, I don't play, bro. This is, if you're being
You
serious,
need
I'm
to
gonna be
play some
serious.
video games. You spend too much time in the
Nah,
plant.
fuck that. Fuck that shit.
Wow, that's racist.
Right? Nah, really going for this shit.
He's racist against game lives.
Oh god, game lives matter. Quit it. Quit
Oh
it.
my god. Oh my god. You a crackhead.
Oh god.
But
Guys, are we calling it here or what?
yeah, we can call it here. I'll put the
All
links
right.
below for the PlayStation 5s and the Xbox Series X's so you guys can find them at your leisure. This has
Yeah.
been I Am Lord from the Gaming Cult and Joker XNYC.
Oh yeah. Oh
Goodbye.
yeah.
Goodbye. And
Later.
see you later. Okay? Russian operative out.